Well, I know y'all thought that I wasn't watching, but oh, I was watching. I've been watching for a while now. And I tell you what, I never thought that I would have something in common with Jake Paul. But it seems like that we are both edges.
A sweet old auntie. Thank you, subscribers to my nieces and nephews and all of y'all who have been here through the long haul. Shall we get into it? Oh, yes, we shall. It's time for auntie advice. Sweet old. It's time for auntie advice. Oh, yeah. It's time for auntie advice.
Well, welcome back, everybody. And this is Auntie, and I am talking about something off the grid for my channel. Child, oh my goodness, did you all not see the Netflix boxing starring Jake Paul and Anthony Joshua? Child, when I tell you that I was screaming. Sorry that I took off for 2 days, but I love when I get a couple of days off to kind of look at the TV that I want to look at. And honey, I could not help but watch. Y'all, let me tell you all, for all of the ladies out there who are sports fanatic, I like boxing. Okay, I love boxing, and we were privy to see yesterday on Netflix, December 19th, 2025, a matchup between Anthony Joshua, okay, and Jake Paul. Now, they went 6 rounds. It was over by knockout. It went 1 minute and 31 seconds and 6 rounds. And Jake was knocked down multiple times and later said he had a broken jaw. Now, as we all know, he has been trying to get into the boxing field for a while. And it appears that every time he fought someone, it was someone old and retired or somebody out the game or whatever, right? And then some people were saying that, the boxers that he was challenged with before was just kind of giving it up. So let me give you all a little bit about him. So Jake Paul was born in 97 in Cleveland, Ohio. He was a Vine influencer, and then he went on to YouTube. He turned pro boxer back in 2020, and his weight class is a cruiserweight around 185 to 200 pounds. Okay. He built his boxing brand basically on YouTube fights, MMA fighters, and former UFC stars. Okay, his opponents, okay, who are notable, was Ben Askren, Tyrone Woodley, Anderson Silva, Nate Diaz, and then he went. He had a major loss against Tom Fury in 2023. And he is known for like his hype, and they do all kinds of stuff. Him and his brother. And it is just a mess. Well, honey, he went up against Anthony Joshua, who was born in 89 in Waterford, England. He is 6'6". He's a heavyweight at 240 to 260. I think that they said during the fight he was 215 pounds, if I'm not mistaken. He is an Olympic gold medalist. And he won that back in 2012, I believe. He's he was part of the unified heavyweight champion. He holds multiple belts, the WBA, the IBF, and the WBO. And yeah, he's a power puncher, a legitimate top tier heavyweight, and one of the biggest global boxing stars on the last decade. So he decided that he wanted to get in. So Jake decided he wanted to get in the ring with this man. Now, I don't know how many of you all saw the Tyson fight. It just basically was a lot of stuff that I felt like was already rigged for him to win it, right? And of course, Mike and I think are the same age. We're both 60. Who the am I going to be out there fighting, at 60 years old voluntarily? Like I ain't got it to do, and I ain't gonna do it. Okay, now I know this is outside of what I usually cover, but honey, I was ready for this one. So I want y'all to see something real quick that I got off of a TikToker. And this is what I have always thought since he started back in 2020. Let me share my screen real quick. And I want y'all to hear this out of the mouth of Jake. Now listen to the words that's being said here. Y'all ready? Let's go.
I don't even know right now. They told me he was going to go down. He didn't. He just kept standing there taking everything. I tried. I really tried. I wanted that finish so bad. I didn't get my way tonight. He wouldn't take a fall, and it's killing me, bro. I don't even know.
He wouldn't take a fall, and they told me that he was going to go down. Who is they? Who is they? Who is they? And how can they tell you that he was going to go down? Is this something you got from his camp, your camp, nobody's camp? Was this something that was set up? I don't know. I'm asking for a friend. But who is they, and when did they tell you? Okay, you said, hey, boo, how are you? Hey, Liam, his coaches. I don't know why they told him that. Was this supposed to be rigged? Now, I have something else that is very interesting that I want you all to hear. That was said out of his mouth. But let me go ahead on to play this one more time. Okay.
No, right now. They told me he was going to go down. He didn't.
They told me he was going to go down. He didn't.
Kept standing there taking everything. I tried. I really tried. I wanted that finish so bad. I didn't get my way tonight. He wouldn't take a fall, and it's killing me, bro. I don't even know.
Now, maybe this is AI. Maybe this is AI. Maybe it's not Jake. Maybe it's someone else. But I want y'all to see how things went down, okay? Yes, I am. Yes, I am into boxing. Okay, my whole family is into boxing. I have friends who are into boxing. Yes, I am. I'm telling y'all, it's so many things that y'all don't know about y'all auntie, but you're finding out now. Okay, I have been trying to get my youngest brother to start his YouTube channel talking about boxing. I don't know what he waiting on. He got his sister out here and beat him to it. Yes, I love boxing. Okay. Now I was one of them street ghetto fighters. I won't never train, right? But you know what I'm saying? Auntie, used to have them hands. But right now, I ain't tested nobody's strength and nobody's struggle. Okay. Now I fight for my life. But yes, I love boxing. Y'all take a look at this. What kind of haymaker was that? What? Why I'm so tickled, I don't know. But honey, that was a haymaker. What was that? What was that? Let's look again. Now this time I would have just failed. But of course, Jake had already fallen multiple times throughout the fight. Okay, multiple times was he hanging up around this man's leg. I mean, he was on his leg, he was pushing it off. You just got to know when enough is enough and enough is enough. Okay. When I tell y'all that I was crying, let's take a look at that again, shall we? Oh, yes, we shall. When your right arm is going out like that, you done. You look at his arm. What was? There you go. Sit down. Sit down. Sit him down. Let me tell you something, honey. They had him in a car seat. He babyfied him. And that's why I said we got something in common. We're both itches, okay? Both of us is itches. Because you could see all during the fight the fear that was in his eyes. When you are up against your opponent, and you throw the first cup, first you gotta warm up with each other, right? Unless you just like straight street fighting. But if this been somebody on your radar for a minute, you was like, okay, I'm gonna get that. Okay, as soon as I get a chance, when the bell ring at 3 o'clock, we out here. We out here. First, you got to kind of warm up with one another, right? You got to drop your books on the ground or have one of your girlfriends, or you know what I'm saying? If you downtown at the Walmart and somebody got the last toy that you had went out there for on Christmas Eve, you understand? I mean, Thanksgiving night, y'all out there, and then y'all find yourselves in a parking lot. Y'all find yourselves somewhere out there on the parking lot. You're going to size this person up. And then once you start landing blows, right, you get that person's energy and you know in your mind whether or not you're going to be fighting or flighting. You're going to be running or you're going to be fighting this person. He done already picked this man's energy up. But the thing about it was that Jake had already predicted how long this was going to last. He said 5 to 6 rounds, okay? But he thought that the 6th round, he was going to be knocking him out. Nah, boo. These are not retired boxers, right? This is somebody that, matter of fact, Jake is younger than he is. But this man standing up against him, did I get a picture of them standing up together? Let me tell you something. I would have never went in the ring with somebody that was a whole head taller than me. But then again, I take that back. I have gone with girls who are taller because I'm not that tall myself. I'm only 5'3.5", and I be adding on that half, and then I be stacking on stilettos. Okay, so that's giving me 6 inches right. But I ain't gonna fight with those. I'm just saying, there was already fear in his eyes. He had already known what the strength was of this dude. He knew that he, was defeated. When you defeated in a fight and you just can't go no more and you just wanted to be over. Let's take a look at
It's funny because the pressure's on you. And like when I win the first round and the second round, and I think it's going to be you that starts to crumble because all the pressure's on you. I'm fighting free. There's no weight on my shoulders. I don't have to do anything. I don't have to prove anything. You have so much to prove. The whole boxing world's like, oh, here's 2 rounds or AJ sucks. The pressure's on you, brother.
You know what it is?
I'm free. Like I already took over this whole game, did everything I want. I'm playing on house money, so I think it's gonna be you that starts to be like, oh fuck it, one round, two round, 3 round, and then
I live up to the expectation of what people have.
I believe you're ready, yeah, but I'm just thinking like once
the
crowd is like, oh boo boo.
Do you think he's gonna get booed?
I think so.
Wow.
Okay. Bring it on.
I love a man that's confident like that because he was like, talk your talk. He couldn't get to him psychologically, so he could never beat him physically. Talking the trash at the beginning, standing up in front of each other. He looking down and sunning. He was sunning Jake Paul, sunning him. He looking at him like Jake Paul was like this on his tippy toes. So he think that sitting across from the man, which a lot of men say make them equal, but they still weren't even equal. They weren't even eye to eye. But when you sitting up there and you talking that trash, you got to get somebody in order to beat somebody with your words, right? You got to have a person that's insecure. It wasn't nothing insecure about Anthony Joshua. He was like, okay, bring it. I mean, talk your talk, little man. And the thing about it is when these boxers go in and they negotiate everything and they get their go date, they done already sized up their opponent on every level. Psychologically, physically, health-wise, he done already sized him up and sees him as a YouTuber. See him like me. We're both bitches. Okay? Both of us. One of them hasn't been proven, and one of them is proven, okay, to some people. Fair exchange ain't no robbery. When I tell you that I was kikiing and Khan when he got up off that ground, I was Kiki and Khan. Let's take a look at this.
The end is near, Jake. Sit the fuck down, bitch. Sit the fuck down. Yeah. Get up from that one. Count the fuck out. Get that fucking loser out of here. Oh, yeah. Go back to fight.
That's how I was. How was y'all? That's how I was saying. Sit down. You just got sunned. Y'all see how hype I am? Can y'all imagine sitting in a room watching me watch this? I gotta play that again.
The end is near, Jake. Sit the fuck down, bitch. Sit the fuck down. Yeah. Get up from that one. Count the fuck out. Get that fucking loser out of here. Oh, yeah. Go back to fighting 55-year-old UFC fighters, bro.
Exactly. That part. Let me see what else I got out here for y'all.
So it's funny because
Oh, that's not it. I want this.
I don't think he can knock me out because he's not going to be able to line up his shots properly to be able to land the hard punch. I think it's going to be a very tough fight for multiple rounds. But then when I figure out his pacing, his style, his speed, his footwork, he's going to get a little bit tired trying to chase me around. And then I'm going to set up the shot. I'm not going to say exactly what, but I see what it is. And I think it'll end in the 5th or 6th round. I see the shot that can knock him out, and I'm going to test his chin. And this could potentially be the biggest upset in the history of boxing.
Oh, it was an upset. You were upset when they had to give you that pacifier and rewire your face. When they had to rewire, his whole entire mouth got knocked out. Broke both of his jaws, the left and the right side of it. Talking that talk. See, you ain't got nobody that's going to lay down and sit down as you said before. Oh, he's going to lay down. They told me that he was going to. Let me play it for the people that just came in and the people in the back. I want y'all to see what he said. Shall we? Yes, we shall. Let's go back over it.
Right now. They told me he was going to go down. He didn't. He just kept standing there taking everything. I tried. I really tried. I wanted that finish so bad. I didn't get my way tonight. He wouldn't take a fall, and it's killing me, bro. I don't even Even know right now. They told me he was going to go down. He didn't. He just kept standing there taking everything. I tried. I really tried. I wanted that finish so bad. I didn't get my weight tonight. He wouldn't take a fall, and it's killing me, bro. I don't even.
He wouldn't take a fall. He wouldn't take a fall. And it's killing you. I'm gonna take this out, babe. I don't do politics over here, okay? Yes. Okay. Okay. I see my women. I see my women that like boxing. Okay. I see y'all. Yes. He up in here talking all that trash. Let's go on back. Let's go back. Where's the one that I was looking at? We were just looking at. Hold on.
So it's funny because
We
I
saw
don't think he can knock me out because he's not going to be able to line up his shots properly. He'll
you
be able to
didn't line
land
up
the hard punch. I think it's going to be a very tough fight for multiple rounds. But then when I figure out his pacing, his style, his speed, his footwork, he's going to get a little bit tired trying to chase me around. And then I'm going to set up the shot. I'm not going to say exactly what, but I see what it is. And I think it'll end in the 5th or 6th round. I see the shot that can knock him out, and I'm going to test his chin. And this could potentially be the biggest upset in the history of boxing, let alone sports. Someone said the other day, right up there with Buster Douglas, Mike Tyson, and I'm going to pull it off.
Fuck yeah, Jake. Good luck out there.
Mofo, please. Let me tell you where his mistake was and where, again, I feel like they thought that they was going to be able to set this up for him to take a fall like Mike Tyson and the rest. Because trust me and believe, at 60 years old, Mike can still whoop his. But the thing about it is, he said, I'm going to try and look at his footwork. That's his team's job to make sure that he already know his footwork before he get in there. And who says somebody running behind you? Who says somebody running behind you? Ain't nobody running behind you, mother. Ain't nobody running behind you. He did not run behind him. Not one time. Except for the times he was trying to help you, keep you up off of him. You know, you was slinging all up around his legs and I mean, at one point, Jake was holding on to him so daggone hard they fell into the ropes together. Please, please, exactly, exactly. Hey, boo, exactly. Let's see what else I got in my little grab bag. That one got sound. Okay, so let's see. That's the one of his jaw. I don't know how to take the sound out because I tried to take the sound out before and it did not work. Able to see that? That's just a picture of it, y'all, because YouTube do flag for music. That jaw got tore up. Let me see if I can find it somewhere else, okay? Let me see if I can find it in images. Let's see if we can find an image of it. Hold on. Hold on. Them teeth sitting down at the bottom. Them teeth are sitting down in his drawers. Hold on. Let me find this picture. I got a picture, but it wants me to sign in. I ain't signing in. Let me see, y'all. There you go. Look, tore his jaws up, knocked his teeth out his mouth. Now, what was that he had said about finding out about his footwork and all that old kind of stuff? What was all that he was saying? What was he saying? Day One Meat said, "You don't play boxing." Made 92 million in 18 minutes, somebody said. He tore that H out the frame. Out the frame. Now there was another one that someone that I had saw. Hey baby. They say that Mike wants another match. Mike will disconnect his jaw again. Stay home, Paul. Yeah, he was. He was very sloppy. And he's cocky. And he just talk a whole bunch of stuff. You know, you can defeat your enemy by your words. God created the whole earth in 6-7 days with his mouth. Okay. So the mouth is a powerful tool. Okay, let me go. Let me find this other one, y'all. I gotta find this other one. Is this it? No. It was
It's funny because
I wanted y'all to. Is it? Oh, not that one. I wanted y'all to see a.
The end is near, Jake. Sit.
That's not it. Did I forgot to pull it up? Anyway, so one of someone who was associated with Jake Paul thinks that something is happening with Jake Paul. It's called CEO. Not sure what that is, but y'all, let's take a look at this.
All right, bro. I'll see you later.
You're leaving?
Yeah, I'll see you, bro.
Aiden Ross. Let me look up who Aiden Ross is real quick, y'all. Hold on, y'all. Let me because I always like to have the background. So Jake Ross, oh, wait a minute. So Aiden Ross, often spelled Aiden, is a prominent internet streamer known for collaborations in gaming contents. With both personalities recently involved in the Kings League, they are both major figures in online entertainment, often crossing over with Jake Paul focusing on boxing and Aiden Ross on streaming, but they've teamed up for projects like the Miami 7 tryouts, the King World Cup. Okay. Aiden it does hosting live streams with celebrities and gamers on platforms like Twitch, playing games like NBA 2K and Grand Theft Auto. His collaboration, wait a minute. Now let me go back. Now having that information about who Aiden, okay, Aiden Ross is a streamer, okay. Well, he finally got a real one. Don't believe your own hype, okay. I don't know. Okay. So let me go to this video. Aiden is questioning Jake Paul. Take a look at this.
All right, bro. I'll see you later.
You're leaving?
Yeah, I'll see you, bro. I'll see you later, bro.
So that got music too. I hate that about TikTok. I swear. I hate that about TikTok. So Aiden Ross is concerned because Jake Ross dapped him up 5 times. And he told him at the final dap, he said, "You already dapped me up 5 times." So they're concerned about maybe the hits that he's taking. Let me see what hold on, y'all. He think that there is something that is going on with him, and I think that it's called CEO. Hold on. Yes. He, according to this particular stream, someone wrote, and of course this is alleged, but in the footage, and I'll keep it just in case somebody come back. So boxers primarily suffer from a disease called chronic traumatic encephalopathy, which is better. It's a degenerate brain disease linked to repetitive head trauma, causing memory issues, mood changes, and coordination problems. Historically called dementia pugilistica, while the boxer dog breed gets boxer something. It's a progressive brain condition with repeated blows to the head. Symptoms include memory loss, confusion, impaired judgment, impulse control problems, aggression, depression, and eventual dementia. Now, of course, we know that the Honorable Muhammad Ali, I believe, had this in his latter years. I know that he had started thinking, had started experiencing dementia, right? But in the video that I was going to show y'all, but it got music in it, someone had written, the one that published it, had written that they believe that he may be suffering from it because this particular dude um told him, man, you done dap me up 5 different times. Okay. With kind of like a look on his face, like, okay, are you okay? You understand what I'm saying? Now, that's not funny. I will not be, dragging Jake Paul for anything like that. But there are a lot of injuries that come with men and women playing sports. Okay, so someone said, Merry Christmas, boo. Hey, boo, welcome. Hi, sweetie. Ain't seen you in a minute. CTE is common in athletes, and that came from River Meets the Sea. That's cute. Paige is saying, I think lots and lots of boxers have this. I think so too. Hey, TT. Aaron Hernandez, the football player, had it too. Okay. So this is something that's common, but according to the person who had published the video out there on TikTok, I think that their assumption is because he says something to him about it, that this may be something he's suffering with. I don't know. But I tell you what, he got sat down. He absolutely got sat down. And I think that, with anything in life, sometimes you need something to wake you up, right? You definitely need something to wake you up. But yeah, this was most enjoyable. Again, I don't know how many of you all watched it, and I'm sure that many of you all didn't even know that I watch boxing like that, but I do. And this was so freaking enjoyable. So thank you for allowing me to take Friday off, y'all, yesterday off. I truly appreciate y'all. Let's keep this conversation going on downtown in the chat. I love you all so much, and until we meet again, y'all be safe out there in those streets and in the boxing ring. Bye, y'all.